Good morning. Good morning. Hey, we are going live. Um, so I'm excited to be here. Come on in. I'm going to go live on two platforms. So I'm getting the other platform going right now. And boom, 3, 2, 1, go time. Hey. So happy Thursday. And for many people, I'm going to turn this up. There we go. Now I can see. For many people, it's your Friday today. Hi, good morning. So if it's your Friday, happy Friday. It is our Friday, so we are very excited. Long weekends here, holiday Memorial weekend. I don't know what you guys are doing. Maybe drop a note in the comments and let me know what you've got planned for the long weekend. So I am excited to share that. I'm in the States. I'm in Montana. So I also would love to know where you're watching from. So I'm in Montana, and I was born in Michigan, but I was raised in Montana, moved away for a while, but I'm back. Montana is my home. I love it here. It's absolutely beautiful. But I still have my two brothers live back in Michigan. And my oldest brother is flying out on Tuesday, so the day after Memorial Day, and I am so excited. I don't know how you guys feel about your own families, but I am a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of mine. I love my brothers so much. I have an older one and a younger one. And so my oldest brother and his wife are flying out, and we're so excited. One of the things I just have to say, so we are gonna go, we're renting e-bikes, and the park here, the national park here, is not yet open to traffic because we've got still lots of snow in the mountains. So but what they do as they're clearing that road, they have it gated off to cars, but you can get on a pedal bike or an e-bike. An e-bike is that's the way I roll. So we're going to rent e-bikes when they're here, and we're going to go up the mountain. And so excited. I'm not sure how far up we can get because we still have quite a bit of snow, but it's absolutely stunningly beautiful. And usually you see bears, you have bears cross over the road in front of you, so you bring your bear spray. And I'm just excited. I'm so excited. So I'm getting ready for them this weekend. That's part of the plan. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'd be curious. Good morning. If you dropped a note, yeah, and I've got two platforms here, so I'm excited to be here with you folks. If you want to know what I'm about, you can head up here. I'm sure you know where to go. You can see my domain, and if you're here, good morning. You can pop down here. Actually, I'm going to put a little note in the chat real quick. Yeah, so you know where to go for my information. So you just know what I'm about. So yeah, so I'm excited. I would love to hear where you're from. Where you're from, folks. I'm in Montana. And what you're doing for the long weekend. And if you get a long weekend, I know some people have to work, so if you do, then good on you. But I love talking about making money online as a complete beginner. And the reason I do that is because that was me. That was me. I did not do social media. I did not have any social media accounts. I didn't even know about making money online, which is so funny to me now. I've learned so much. So I'm a Generation Xer. My husband is a baby boomer, and there's about 8 years between us. And do you guys think that's a lot? I don't personally at all. So I don't really care what you think, I guess, but I'm just curious more than anything if you think 8 years is like a big span in age. I don't, and it was never an issue, never something that, we even thought about until, there's always an until, right? Until he had to have unexpected open heart surgery. So that was a thing. I'm just going to say I feel bad because until you actually go through something, you have no idea what it really is. I can remember friends and people saying to me, "Oh, so and so had a heart attack and had to have surgery, or so and so had open heart surgery," and I would just be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll pray for you." That would be my response. I had no idea. Man, they put you on that table and they whack you open. They cut you open like a coconut, and then you're just hooked up to all these machines that are keeping you alive outside of your body. And if you watch like Grey's Anatomy, you kind of get an idea. But until you live through it and you are there firsthand and it's someone that you love. So it was an eye opener for us. And it's the first time that we ever like started talking about age and our age gap and retirement and what that would look like, because otherwise you're just living life, because we don't think we're old. And that's another thing that's so funny. I don't know how old you guys are. I mid-50s. My husband is 8 years older than me. He's a baby boomer. And we don't feel old. Well, I have to tell you, after he had open heart surgery, he did have like a month or two where he was feeling a little old. But you don't think you're that old. Like, I don't look at myself and think, oh, I'm mid-50s. But when you say it out loud, it sounds kind of old. I mean, I guess if you're like in your 20s and you think, oh, I'm never going to be that old, and then all of a sudden you realize you're that old and you don't feel that old. You don't see, to me, it's like, yeah, I don't think I'm that old. It's so all of that to basically say the open heart surgery was a thing for us. It was like a little eye opener. You start to think about immortality and the fact that you aren't going to live forever. And your time is limited, and what are your priorities, and what do you leave when you're not, do you have a legacy that you leave, and what really matters? And those were things that were good for me to start thinking about. It's like, so there's 8 years between us. Good morning. And we like each other. So that's another thing. I know that not everyone likes each other, right? When you're married and you're with someone and you're like, but we actually, enjoy hanging out and doing things together. So when he had this, he's got a heart condition that he still, deals with. We're very mindful of the time that we have together because none of us know, right, when we're going to, move on. And so that's what got me, because I was a worker bee. I would go to the office and work, and I enjoyed my job. I'm a Gen Xer. That's how I was raised. Good morning. You go to school, you go to college, you get a job, you work your way up the ladder. And that's what I did. And I've enjoyed my career. I've enjoyed my job. So that's my backstory. And another little tidbit for you is I never did social media. So I just didn't. We live in Montana. It's beautiful. I had the mindset of I work all day, and when I'm done working, that phone goes away and I am outside. I'm doing things. I'm not on a phone scrolling. So I missed the whole online, making money online thing. I just flat out missed it. So when this happened with my hubby, I did start Google. I was using Google, how to make money online, work part-time, remote work. I was looking at different ways, and I did not, I did not realize the make money online was so huge, and I have to also say, I'm not ignorant. I just chose not to do social media. And I know that there are people out there that are just like me. I know it. I mean, I have friends that don't do social media. And so I do feel like it has been an eye-opener in such a good way for me. So here's the deal. I did this little searching. I started watching YouTube videos I wasn't on TikTok yet because I didn't have social media. So I would just go into YouTube on the TV, and it start searched a few times, and of course then it just populates in your feed and you start to see everything that's out there. And like I said, I was blown away. I was like, oh wow, well, let's start seeing what we want to do. And so I found a gal. I watched a lot of I watched a lot of videos, looked into things. I found one gal in particular who was kind of like me. She was my age. She was a Generation Xer, had a corporate job, was short for retirement. So that was her kind of thing. She was short for retirement. And so she talked about her program, and I was intrigued. So I followed her and I started listening. And then this is the way I roll. And this is another thing I know, Gen X, this is maybe different from the younger generations. I am not a person who just buys. I have to research. I am one of those people. So I took time and I researched the program she was talking about. I researched the founder. I was looking at not just this lady, but other people and what they had to say about it. And after 3 weeks, I was like, okay, good morning. Good morning. After 3 weeks, I was like, we're doing this. We're gonna do this, because why not? Why not? I've never done anything like this before. And I honestly was pretty excited. I had some fears up front, and I'll tell you what those were, because I'd never been on social media. I didn't want to do anything where I had to bug family or friends. I didn't even want family and friends to know. So you don't have to do that. So that was a huge thing. Good morning. Good morning. I've got 2 different platforms here. Hi, folks. If you want to, you can hop up here. If you want to see what I'm doing, you get more information. And if you're watching here, hi. After the live, it'll populate, but I also put a little information in the chat. So yeah, for both of your groups. So I didn't want people to know. And part of that was because I didn't want them to feel pressure to have to buy anything from me. And the other part was, I was like, well, if I fail, if it doesn't work, then I don't want them to know. And because I'd never been on social media, so I was like, oh, it's all new to me. And so I bought this online program. And I would say it is, if I could describe it to you, it's like an ecosystem. There's a lot to it, but it's so beginner friendly and literally step by step, which is what I needed, because I was a brand new beginner. I did not know what I did not know. And I wanted something that I could watch. I didn't want to have to be going and looking at different videos or different places to get information. I wanted it all organized, in a place where I could learn. And that's what it gave me, which was perfect for my brain. So if you want to make money online, you have to have something to sell, right? A product or a service. You got to sell something if you want to make money online. So this program gave me 3 things. 3 things that were very, very important to me. The first, it gave me done-for-you digital products to sell. So I did not have to create anything. I like to consider myself maybe a little creative here and there. And I've thought throughout my life, it'd be kind of cool to have my own thing or create something, but I didn't have anything. I was just doing my office job, going into work. And, so the idea that I didn't have to create anything was huge, especially just starting. I didn't have to go into Canva and create a digital download or a workbook or anything like that, which was great for me just starting out. So that's the first thing it gave me. The second thing it gave me was the back end, right? So the website, because I can tell you, I'm not creating a website. I don't care how easy it is. And they say, oh, use AI and this and that. And yes, AI is wonderful. I love AI. but I didn't want to create a website. I didn't want to have to write it. I didn't want to have to worry about payment connections. How am I going to get paid? I just didn't. I am techie on the front end. Like, I'm on a computer all day long. In fact, I'm one of those super annoying people that I'm looking at my computer right now. I probably have 20 tabs open. That is just the way I roll. I'm in and out of things. I mean, I'm very good on the front end. And hey. And but put me on the back end. My thing is, I have zero patience for technology. None. I don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. You got to read all the manuals and the fine print and the, not my deal. So the fact that it gave me a website was huge for me. And a part of that comes with that is an automated system. So what that means, here's another beauty. It's funny, I get to talking about this and I keep thinking of these different little bonuses. So it's a 2-hour workday. So that is all I put in to this, is 2 hours a day, nothing more. And that was perfect for me. And they're flexible hours. So I do them whenever I want. I fit them into pockets throughout my day. So if you're going into an office and you have a 15-minute break, use it. If you have 30 minutes on a lunch hour, you put the kids to bed after you've gone to bed. After they've gone to bed, then you can work on it. So they're flexible. I don't have to be on my phone or my computer 24/7. I don't have to be on my phone all throughout the day, which was the time flexibility that was huge for me. Because again, remember, my husband had unexpected open heart surgery. And so I needed flexibility when he was recovering to deal with all the things that go with that. And he's 2 years out from retirement. And because of our age difference, there's 8 years between us. When he retires in 2 years, I technically have to work 8 more years. Well, I've decided now that him and I are actually, thinking this, the open heart surgery really changed our perspective. If I were to back up, it really made us start to think about life, how long you live, and what's important, what's truly important in life. So that's where my journey began, was this event. And I feel like for everyone has their event. Everyone has a thing in their life that triggers you to have these thoughts and start to think about things and where you're at in life. And we're baby boomer. He's a baby boomer. I'm a Gen Xer. And so knowing that he, 1, has heart issues, and 2, is retiring in 2 years, and we like each other, so we want to hang out together. That's what started me on my journey. So looking for something, a way to make money online, a way to make money with flexibility. That was my thing. So when I learned that this program, I only needed to put 2 hours to have my own business, I was like, okay, that was the second thing, check. And the other thing about that too, the automations, I'd mentioned that, I create content and then I go about my day. So my system, my website, my automated system is working for me in the background 24/7. So I can be sleeping and someone in UK or someone down in Australia can be purchasing from me. So it's just a nice, clean, efficient way to make money online. And then the third thing that it gave me, which is very important for me, because again, I missed the make money online whole shtick. I missed it. And I'm a Generation Xer. I just never used social media. I was unaware. I would go into the office and I was a worker bee and I enjoyed my job. So yeah, I missed the whole online thing. So the third thing that the program that I bought gives me is the know-how, the understanding. Here is the step-by-step for someone like me who is a beginner and didn't know what I didn't know, which was so important. And it gives me a community, an online community that I'm a part of, that I have access to 24/7. If I have questions, I can just put it right in there and I can get answers like this. It's current and fresh. And when I say fresh, it was founded in 2022, and the founder is actively keeping it current. It is not stale. It is not stale information. She is constantly working on herself with her own mentorships to improve and bring us the most recent up-to-date information. And it's opened my mind to not just selling digital products online. I mean, it has taught me about UGC, which is user generated content. It's taught me about TikTok Shop. It's taught me about affiliate marketing. I mean, my mind has been blown again because I missed it, because I was not a social media person and I did not know what was happening around us. I just went into the office, I'd get off work, and we'd go outside. We're in Montana. It's beautiful here. We're surrounded by mountains, and sitting on a phone scrolling was not my thing. So it wasn't until I had a life event, something, my husband's unexpected open heart surgery, that we started talking about all this and things changed. And I feel like social media is not saturated. There are people like me that are out there that have yet to discover it. I know there are. I have friends who are not, on social media and don't participate. And I think it's kind of exciting to talk about it, to tell people about it, to share the opportunity that's out there, at a way that everyday people like you and I can make money online. And you do not need experience. It does not matter your age. The other thing that I absolutely enjoy about this is I don't have to call anybody. I don't have to DM anybody. I'm not hearing no's. I mean, I create my content. I put my content out there. I talk about, what I'm selling, the digital products that I'm selling, and that's it. You don't even have to go live. This whole live thing, by the way, is so because I'm new to the whole world, going live is obviously, I'm new to that as well. And it's been fun. I actually like it. I mean, I like making the content, like actually filming, and then editing. It's super easy. I've enjoyed it. Hey, good morning. Thank you. And I've enjoyed it. So for me, going live is just a nice, I can get on here and chat. We can chit chat, which I like. There's no editing. So you just go, you just talk about it, and you wing it and you go. So it has been quite the journey, and something that I would encourage. And it doesn't truly matter what your age is, folks, at all. There are people in their 70s. We might even have a few that are in their 80s that are also doing this. So if you want to keep a fresh brain, you want to keep engaged, you want to have additional income when you're looking at retirement or going into retirement, that's what I'm talking about. Having something that is your very, very own. So I'm going to clarify that too. I feel like there's so many things to talk about. This is not, I don't know if you guys know, like, master resale rights. That was kind of a thing back in the day. And people were involved in that, and they would have like an upline and a downline, and you're making money and people are making money off of you and you're making money off them. And I never did that, and I didn't want anything like that at all. I was like, that's not for me. I don't want to bug people. I don't want to manage people. I don't want to get on people. It's like, you're not working hard enough. I'm making money off you. Crack that whip. And so this is not that. In fact, the thing that I really like about it is that you get 100% of the profit. So whatever you sell is yours to sell, and you get 100%. So you're not getting like an affiliate, you're not getting a percentage. You're not sharing that money with anybody else. It's your own business. And it's your own business that your results are based on you and your efforts and what you put in. So if you're going to get into a program, get into something, you got to stick with it. You got to be consistent. You got to show up. You got to be your own CEO, right? Because no one else is doing it for you. It's you. It's you showing up and being committed. So I really liked that aspect of it too. I was not, did you guys hear that? I've got this new little app that I obviously need to go in and turn down the notifications. Oh, that was loud. So, I need a second. Boy, you get to talking and boy, you get dry mouth. Holy smokes. So I said at the beginning, I'm Elizabeth. I actually don't know that I said my name. I'm Elizabeth. So hi. I'm from Montana. I'm in the USA. I would be curious where you guys are watching from. So let me know. Are you even in the States? And what state are you from? I'm live on 2 platforms right now. So for you folks right here, hello. I dropped in the comment a domain that if you're interested in what I'm doing, you can go there and get all the details. All the details. It's not spammy. That's another thing I like about going live is that you can kind of meet me and see that I am a real person, just like you, a normal person. So for you guys, on the live on this platform here, I don't think that you're going to see all the description until it's actually posted. I could be wrong. If someone wants to drop me a note, if you know, or if you're just seeing the live, I don't know if you can see the description until it posts. So that's you guys. And then you guys, hi, up here, you know where to go. Up here is where you can see, get my domain. You can see what I'm doing and check it out. There's no pressure. I always like to tell people, hey, excellent. Kansas, nice. Oh, cool. Cool. Thank you. She's amazing, isn't she? Wendy is fabulous. I absolutely adore her. And she was so great. So this gal, we did a collab together. Her name is Wendy, and she's actually on my YouTube channel. It was so fun. We did a little interview, and yeah, she's fabulous. Yeah. So thanks for saying that. Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah. I love that. She is my angel from the great white north. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I feel the same way. She's so fun to watch and learn from, actually. So cool. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. Thanks for the encouragement. So yeah, boy, where were we? Talking about making money online. I was asking you guys where you're from. We've got Kansas. I'm Montana. We've got a holiday weekend coming up. Hi, hey. And what are you guys doing? Are you doing anything for the long weekend, Memorial Day? So I'm from Montana, but I was born in Michigan, and my brothers still live back in Michigan. And my oldest brother's coming out to visit with his wife, and they're going to be here for 2 weeks, and I'm super excited. We are, we live by a national park that's absolutely stunning. I mean, it's just beautiful here. And we're going to rent e bikes. And we're gonna, there's still too much snow, so they can't open the road. But what they do is, as they start to plow it, they keep it gated. And as they start to plow the road, they don't actually open it until all the snow is removed to the very top. Because they have to be able to get up there to this huge area to either go to the other side or turn around and come down. So they open it up in the spring to biker traffic. So you can bike or you can walk up the road until it's officially open. So there's no cars. So we're renting e-bikes, and we're going to go up, and that is the best way to see a national park. If y'all haven't done that, I mean, it's amazing the difference when you're not in a vehicle and you're on a bike and everything is open air. And when you're on an e-bike, it doesn't even have to be that hard, right? Because I physically don't think that I could take a pedal bike up this. I mean, it's a big national park. There's glaciers up there. So I'm not in that kind of shape where I could do a pedal bike, but I can do an e-bike all day long. It's just an amazing way to see it. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. One of the activities when he comes, and I'm super excited. He's never done that. He's been to the park before, but he's never done it on e-bikes. And so, yeah, we're going to have a good time. I'm just super excited. So yeah, getting ready for him, mowing the lawn. And I have to say, mowing a lawn is a pink chore in our house. So that falls on me. Yeah, pink chores, blue chores. I don't know. My husband, his big blue chore is taking out the trash. So that's always his job, and I'm glad for that. And I actually like to mow the lawn. I mean, I like the way the grass smells. It gets me moving, so I get a little exercise, and I think it's super pretty. I love it when after you mow and you look and you've got all the nice clean rows. That does something to my brain. So between the nice clean rows and the smell, I mean, it's like, to me, mowing the lawn is not like a nasty chore. So I'm good all day long that that's a pink chore. So, oh, what do we got here? Uphill on a bike. Yeah, you know what though, Lori? E-bikes make all the difference. I mean, I don't know if you've tried an e-bike. It's not, I mean, you kind of can cruise. It's really crazy. In fact, it's so funny. The first time I did an e-bike, it was going up the park, and it's a lot of incline. And I was so nervous that I was going to like drain the battery down, and I'd be like halfway up and I'd be stuck. And so I pedaled more than I needed to, because I just was nervous that I'm going to spend all the bike's energy and be in a situation. And that didn't end up happening. I could have let that bike, help me a whole lot more. So this second time that we do it, I won't be pedaling hard the whole time. So anyway, I do digress. We've been talking about making money online. And I just want to direct you, if you're on this platform, you can hop up here to see what I do. Please check it out. I also like to tell people, check your spam. Check your spam. Because you'll get an email. And a lot of times that goes to your spam or your promotions folder. And so be sure to check there for the information. And then for you folks, I've got in the comments, if you check that out, you'll see my domain there. And then when it publishes in my description, I'll also have the domain there where you can go and get information on how I'm making money online as a complete beginner who wasn't even on social media. I had no followings. I had no accounts. So I set up my first accounts through the program that I'm using. And the program that I'm using to make money gives me three quick things. It gives me done for you digital products to sell. It gives me the back end, the website, a way to transact and get paid. And it gives me the know-how because I was a complete beginner. So it really showed me what I need to do step by step, which is what I needed because I just wasn't, I was a virgin, a social media virgin. I did not know what I did not know. And yeah, so that is how I started. So you can definitely check out information to see specifics on what I'm doing. Flatland, yes, not even a bump. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, we definitely have full-on mountains. Man, they are big, they are steep, and they are beautiful. So you should plan a trip out here. It's actually, I think Montana, everyone should come visit Montana. Actually, people are probably going to shoot me that I'm saying that because so many people are coming here, um, especially in the summertime because it's absolutely stunning. It's absolutely stunning. And people are like, "Don't tell them to come here. Tell them to go home." But it's beautiful. Yeah. So if somebody's planning a vacation, I mean, Montana is a stellar place. So, well, that is going to be it for my day. I'm so glad that you joined me. I hope you'll check out my information if you want to know the deets on the program that I'm involved in that's taught me how to make money online, that allows me to make money online, that gives me the done for you digital products to sell. I don't have to create anything. So if you're here, hop up here to get the info. And if you're here, hop down here. You'll see it in the description or in the comments. And so with that, I'm actually going to sign off here first. Thank you, Lori. I really appreciate your comments. This has been so fun to have you on the live. So I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you do fabulous. And I hope you have a great weekend. So I'm going to sign off to you guys right now. Okay. And then you guys up here,